Good afternoon, people. Hope you're doing well. Bondo here. It's been a couple days since the last one, but made a little video with the dogs, right? I've had some things going on, and I kind of do these videos and stuff for fun, and I've just been having other kinds of fun that I haven't videoed. Anyways, today, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna mess around with the Jeep a little bit more. I got a wheel I got to clean up. I want to get it back on there. I want to get that wheel off of there and get one of the Jeep wheels back on it, just because it still don't run, but I'm tired of looking at it. We work the way we work, whether it makes sense or not. So I need to get this wheel cleaned up a little bit. I'm going to throw a little paint on it. Clean this side up a little bit more. Throw a little paint on it, and I'm going to flip it over. Well, I should probably clean up both sides before I put any kind of paint on it, or the dirt's just going to get on it. So I'm going to get you guys set up and get right into these things and give you a song. I think I have some new submissions to share with you. And so anyways, I'm going to get set up, and yeah, we get a little time-lapse action. Glad you joined in the fun. Hope you're having a good day and enjoy these tunes.
By the way she looks, her eyes are as piercing as a fishing hook. Yeah, she kills a whale to survive, cause she looks like a model from 2005. And oh, they can't believe their eyes, how she's blowing kisses at all of the guys. And you wonder if she wants me, and that's just something I can guarantee. Oh yeah. Last night, yeah, it's all a blur. Something I prefer. You with your jet black hair and your blue eyes, you'd end up being the devil in disguise. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright, we got the thing cleaned up a little bit. I have a little bit of Rust-Oleum Rust Reformer left in this can. I don't know whether it's spraying or not. Let's go and see. I'll throw a little bit on there. Let's walk around. Get as much coverage as I can. Ain't much left in it. I mean, these rims aren't perfect, but being they're not fancy, and they're going to be beat through the woods and gravel roads all the time. We're going to protect them a little bit from the elements and make them a little bit custom, right? I will come over here, do the highly technical thing of, since we got to wait for that coat to dry, we'll flip him over. Oh, to the side. I'm mainly concerned about throwing a little bit around the inside of these circles where it was bare metal and we're running out. We'll get it, right? We're going to use every bit of this can. Groceries are cheaper. I mean, these stupid cans like $11. Come on. What are you guys doing out there in your government? Oh, one more. That's all right, but I pulled the tops. I save them. Because a lot of times you get one of these things and they're absolute junk. So I saved the sprayers. I think this Canyon Satin Black. This is just about my most favorite paint. I like this Rust-Oleum paint and primer mix stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We'll give it all. At least give it the coat where it's all colored. We're not gonna leave it black. And since we got that done, now we're letting that dry. We're gonna come back over to this side. And we're gonna finish our high dollar wheel restoration by some high-tech premium rubberized undercoat. There's paint cans. Most of them, after you hear the ball, you hear that rattle. After you start hearing it rattle, you want to shake it for at least another minute to mix the paint. Yeah, if it's a little bit cooler and the temperature's a little cooler than today, you want to maybe shake it just a little bit longer to get those molecules going. Of course, with rubberized undercut, it doesn't matter so much. Hopefully it sprays on good. Alright. Start down here at the bottom. Oh, first thing I did was get it on the tire. Good thing to start off on this side, right? And you can see this sprayer is a piece of crap. Let's see, that's why I saved them. Let's see if I go grab us another one. Yeah, saving stuff can lead to a sickness, but you know, sometimes it's good to hang on little stuff. Sometimes you get new stuff that sucks. When you do this, always make sure to point it away from you so you don't squirt yourself in the mouth. See if this works any better. No! I guess I just have a regular paint nozzle, so it's not coming out as fast, which actually, it's more controlled. So I guess if you're doing this at your house, you want to kind of not just blow stuff all over the place. Maybe consider taking out because the hole in the nozzle is probably just a little bit bigger. I didn't do any scientific testing, but my guess is that's what's going on. And we'll just get you a coat. I'm not going to put this on the outside of the wheel because this rubberized stuff, and being it's a little bit flexible, Well, she's going to be running through rocks and stuff like that. And that little bit flexible, that's just going to make it chip that much easier, I think. Well, I hope you guys are, if you're not working on your cars, if you don't have cars, you don't have room for cars, you find something that you enjoy doing, maybe, and spend a little bit of time doing it. Life is short, so make yourself happy. Yeah, I shook this a little while ago, but it's kind of cold. So I'm shaking up a little bit more. And start in the center because it's going to be covered up by a center cap. This is Metallic Fusion all-in-one metallic dark metal. I used this on the front of my F100 Ford. I like it, and it's a color you can readily get. So it makes it easier to touch stuff up. I like the fact that it's metallic. That way I didn't have to get my wheels so perfect. I just got the big old chippies off of it. I can lay this stuff on there. Come out and work it out to the outer edge. You know, if I really cared, you know, I'd tape the thing off. But I got gloves, right? I'm just gonna run them around as it hits, rub them into it. Plus these wheels being a little bit dirty, they're helping me. I can clean most any kind of overspray off of it. I do the tires. You get it now, we're expanding the holes. See, I think it's all that color. It's all kinds of fancy. Alright. There we go, folks. There's the wheel. I would repaint the center a little bit. But I don't have it shaped off now, so we're not going to waste any more time doing that. The next modus operandi. Next thing we're doing, we're not like this. I was just going to bend it and flop the thing in there, but I remembered that we have that area. Now, this is what we need to replace, the same one. So we're going to do the right thing and we're going to chop that out. All right, guys. I'm going to get me a little bit of ear protection. Get myself a new cutting blade, a cut-off wheel for the grinder, and we're going to go at it and enjoy this song.
Empty pack of cigarettes is all that's left of a life I could never hold. Once walk forward. I remember when you said you'd be right here, but how was I supposed
Well, let's see. Made a little progress, I think. With a piece. So basically what I want to do, I want to get this in there and enough in this next to it or underneath of it, you know, something where I can weld one to the other. But we're not going to do that quite yet. We have another step, but we need to go ahead and get this piece fitting a little bit better. And it looks like this is still in the way of that.
I'll be waiting right here.
So we'll get a grinder here with a little grinding wheel on it. This is another grinder. I haven't got it at auction. I haven't tried it out yet. And it still has the guard. And now you're going to see exactly why you don't want a guard. But we'll make it work, right? I'm not going to do any time-lapse stuff because this shouldn't take too long. I'm just going to turn off my volume here, and then we're gonna kick you some noise, a little, whatever song's playing, we're gonna make it a little bit louder.
Mitä oikein teen? Keinotekoinen kajo, sorminäppäryyttä, etsin ystävää, joka minustakin välittää. Ois varmaan ihan kiva nähdä nyt just.
All right, guys, let's see what we got. We all know it's got that. We need to turn this around a little bit. Yeah, I'm happy with that, I guess. We got this here. We'll tack him on. I'll get him fitting a little bit better once I get there. For now, run that up to the front of that. Yeah, I think we're gonna come here and we're gonna cut across that. I don't think we need that anymore. So I'll get over here to her. This is pretty tight quarters, people. I hope you appreciate it. I know I appreciate you being here watching this foolishness. Oh, I've been kind of busy doing other things. My wife has been ill. She's currently in the hospital. She's gonna have surgery today, so put out some good vibes for her healing and all that kind of stuff like that, even if it's you're seeing this a year later. All right, so we said they're gonna cut that there.
Onko se kammo, pelko vai laiskuus? Pahalta se ainakin suussa maistuu. Kaikki ei oo hyvää, joka voissa paistuu. Vai onko se jotain alkukantaista itsesuojelua villipedoilta?
All right, so we have our piece here. So that runs over to here. It's probably going to fit somewhere right around there. It's the piece we cut off. What do we do with our new piece? Huh. I'm amazed at how, oh, it fell underneath. Ugh. Okay. So we have that there. And we're gonna run into there. We can probably, yeah, we're gonna make this fit a little bit more. That's pretty much what we have. We'll put that all together. Right now, I think we want to get, yeah, I think the stuff under here is, I want to get this off of here, I think. See how, yeah, this is all pretty much junk here. So we're going to go ahead and chop that out. And we'll see. We'll see how far we're going to go over. Turn around this way and do dangerous things. Get myself out of the camera. You like my camera work? I know it's pretty fancy. What you got? We seeing stuff? Yeah, there's what we're chopping off. All right. I want to go to. I'm going to grind down that layer. So this sits on top of it. This is one layer, and that's two. I'm gonna. That one took care of itself. So get this stuff in here. I mean, it's, you know, most of the body work and building this kind of crap is just keeping after it until you're happy with what you see. So we get this guy. But before we can do all that happy business, my wife is 5 foot tall. So she's gonna have to be getting in and out of this thing, so we want to make her a solid step. So I have, hopefully if I have enough, we'll see if this piece works. Made it for the other side, but it's probably, I made it too short, had to make another one, but let's get our pieces. We'll get this guy in here. I'll set him up in here. I'm gonna bend the end of this and drill a couple holes here, drill a couple holes there. So I think the way I want this thing to work, I'm gonna make my lip here. This is gonna be the inside. And hell, this is actually gonna be awesome, people. All right, so what I need to do is, I think, try. We got juice in this? Yes, we got juice in this. We are going to cut it here. I don't know if there's two. And probably need a little tappy tap. So I want this hidden under there. Yeah, this is gonna help this out a lot. Fuck, there isn't anything left in here. And remember, as I stated before in earlier ones, remember to keep the scraps in your junk Jeep. You say, honey, why do you always have another vehicle? I said, well, you always have got a place to store your junk parts. So we want this guy to fit up underneath it here as tight as we can by itself. Get him up in behind here. Ugh. That looks like our screw that's stripped out. It's holding us. That's right, it is. So, we are going to get rid of that screw. Hold your eyes. We can just try and see if we can get the other one out of the other vehicle neatly. Get him off of here. So you get a chunk of metal. Got more rusty stuff. Yeah, garbage. Just spray some undercoating and stuff in here and get rid of this trash before we're done. But right now we're doing what we're doing. And I have to get a little bit of a twist to it too. Oh, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that. Let's see. There we go. The way we want it to go. This is the inside. So we need the thing to twist this way. Ugh. Be sure to shut it on your fingers. So that's awesome. Get that. That's not quite enough. Oh. We'll get some pliers or something. Alright. We have our piece. We worked on him a little bit more. Seeing I need to raise this up a little higher. So this kind of curves there. So I made a relief cut here and a relief cut there. I always know when those cars go by that it's 5 o'clock. There's the gravel pit down the road, and that is the gravel pit 500. All right. See, we made the space there. All right. So we get that guy. We'll shape this a little bit different. Now, we can get here, get our pliers in here and grab a hold of it. Yeah. See if we can do that. You can kind of see that, can't you? We get them holes drilled. We'll bolt that baby on there. And then, yeah. Then we'll have some support. And then we're gonna weld our pieces back in there to the metal on the top and the bottom. So my hope is it ends up being stronger than what it started off with when it was new. Yeah, there's we are with that. I think that is going to be the extent of what I do today. I am going to head to the hospital here shortly. I'm going to take care of my barking dogs and get some food in them. And I'll be back to you. Well, here in just a minute. Alright guys, we got this piece kind of stuck in there. Now we're going to take I want to get 2 holes put across here. 2 holes put across there. That we can bolt this thing in. So that'll give it some structure. Then we'll put our pieces on top of it. Currently I put some rust converter stuff on them. So we'll get them cleaned up. Get this clamp. Oh. Hopefully get this clamp stuck down in there. Just not. Looks like we'll have to use some regular vise grips for this one. We just want to hold it in place. I'll take these other ones. Got a little metal flap on the inside of this, and I want to get this fitting as tight as I can. Alright, so we got that end. Should be able to drill and get a couple holes in there. I'll use this other clamp. Hey, it's a good thing we don't have a bottom of the rocker. Wouldn't be able to get that stuck in there. Get this fed up. Hope you guys are doing good. It's been a couple days. My wife that's been in the hospital, she's had some surgery and stuff, so I've been busy taking care of my animals. Well, I think, you know, what might be best for this situation is I'm gonna get a C-clamp so that I can crank that thing and bring it up to it so it fits tight. I'll be back. Got a couple of these clamps at an auction a few weeks back. $5, $2.50 a piece. I thought, man, it'd be nice to have some bigger clamps in case I ever need them. And well, it looks like today, this just might give me the reach that I need. Get him set way. And, you know, we get it bolted on. If I need to readjust it or whatever, we can let this down, put some water. Excuse me. Put some washers in, you know, space it, whatever we need to do. But basically, you know, we get that guy in there. That's going to give us plenty of structure. Then we're going to add the other metal back on it. So now, we'll drill our holes. All right, this should work. So it'll flush. So it's beveled like that. It'll flush, hold in there. So it's just about flush when we hit there. We'll slide him through here. I'm going to get this bolted on there, and we'll bring you back. right, we got this piece pretty much laid in there where I can weld it. I'm gonna clean off these edges. So get the welder. And, well, that's probably gonna be the next step. We'll show you what we're gonna use there. It's starting to get dark, so we'll probably be back on that thing tomorrow. On that side anyway. We got a little daylight left on this side. So I got the other wheel back on it. And see, this is sitting a little bit higher than there. Yeah, granted, this is just gonna be a piece of crap thing to get, she might even tear it off, but it's bugging me. So I'm gonna see if I can get it, a little bit better. I think we're sitting all right there. It needs to come forward, needs to come down. So here, I don't want to mess with that area. This is just plastic. So we'll take a little bit out of this. We'll see what that does for us. See if we like this any better. Easify it forward and drop forward. We are closer. If we can get just a little bit more, I can forgive myself. Because, I don't know. Sometimes I'm not that particular about everything, but other times, well, I want things the way I want things, right? In life, if you're doing this crap, you're doing it to make yourself, well, to get a function served, but you also want to make yourself happy. So, we're going to make ourselves happy. When that starts to drop, so you make that fit a little bit better. I think to get it the rest of the way, I'll just raise the back up just a bit, huh? Yeah. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow. Good afternoon, Bondo here. It's been a few days. My wife's been in the hospital. She had some surgeries. She's home recovering, watching the dogs. So we're back at it. First, got a new toy. Messing around with welding this thin metal and stuff like that. You see these ads when you're on Facebook scrolling around for stuff, and I thought, well, it'd be neat. I see people use one of these tools. Handheld welder. People say they have, I don't know. Well, on the commercial, it looks pretty awesome. You got that. You got gloves, you got some welding rods, and you got some directions. But, it just kind of looks like an impact. I don't know. That's probably to hold your hand to help you steady it, and it's just got a trigger with, you got your high and low setting or whatever. So we're going to do our first thing. I wanted to patch holes, right? I'm burning holes in this. And so here we're going to, you can see the wind blowing through that. I just kept burning holes with the other, that's with a little Temu welder. So we're going to see if this does any kind of better job. We'll get this on the tripod and get a little sandy sand going. Get it cleaned back up where it has a fighting chance. So we're just going to use a little flap disc. Go over this real quick. I just want to get a spot for the ground to go on.
everybody.
All right, so we got that there. We're gonna get our welder, plug it in.
Well, thank you, Bob. Hey, kids, you want to rock and roll?
Comes
I
with
said,
this.
hey, kids,
Comes
you
with
wanna
this.
rock and
This
roll?
was flat. You fold
I
it.
said, hey, kids.
You got that right there going, but we're not gonna use that because it's kind of stupid. I just wanted to show it to you. We'll get our helmet, and we're testing out the noise reduction of my helmet or this microphone. It's pretty windy out here, but here southeast of Ohio, I don't know what this is, the 14th, 15th or something like that, and you see I'm out here in a t-shirt, so I don't have none of that Nova Scotia weather yet, guys. Say hi to my buddies Nate Corkum and Doug Brown up there in the Scotia Nova. They are enjoying the cold weather and playing with cars. Doug Brown has a channel under his own name. Check that out. Nate's is Backyard Builds with Nate. Both really cool guys. They're actually, I'm doing this channel just to kind of have fun and share music or whatever, but they're putting a lot more effort in it, and I'm just having fun. So go help these guys out and check them out. Got this plugged in. Do we have an on-off switch in this beast? I could look at the directions. Okay, this is probably an on-off switch then, maybe, right? No? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off. I guess it is on. Okay. Oh, you press this in to put your welding rod in there. Got some gloves with it. We'll try out one of the gloves. Get my helmet. Now we'll see if this thing sparks. Okay, real quick. Not good, guys. It's just I don't hear it. I don't hear it working. All right, guys. Sometimes it pays to read the directions. This is the on-off switch, I guess. There's the fan. 5, 4. Yeah, we'll see if we get a spark. Oh, we got a spark, guys. That means we're gonna get my helmet. We're gonna get some time-lapse photography going on here, and you guys are gonna get a video, and we're gonna try out a piece of shit. But who knows? We may love it. Huh? The fan sounds good. Let's see what we got here, guys. We're gonna have some fun and enjoy this tune.
His futility. Trust the smile from her gentle face. Naked before us. She knows this place. Into the haunted vortex of paradox. A radiant dimension of tired clocks. She wraps me up, pulls me in, images in a shattered mirror, trying to piece ourselves together.
Yeah, we sealed up most of the holes. I think it worked all right once I got used to it a little bit. Of course, I'm not really used to welding and stuff like that, but it looks terrible. But the metal's so thick, or so thin, that I just keep burning holes in it, but that's good enough. We're gonna throw a little bit of fiberglass on it and color good. Yeah, I found a little bit of the red stuff. I'll try it. The other stuff works, but there's a little bit of this left in this tube, so I want to finish that off. It's just getting mixed up a little bit. It's about, I don't know, it's probably 60 degrees today. Completely comfortable in the t-shirt. A little windy. Whether you can hear that or not. And basically, you just want to get this stuff mixed up enough to where you have a uniform color. Get her stirred up. And I see some guys say, you know, just you're going to sand most of it off. You know, so just go ahead and just blop the stuff on it in the old direction and all that kind of stuff. But you know, for me personally, I think the more I can make it look like what it's supposed to look like, then, I don't know, the better off it is. So we're just gonna go in here with these seams. I like this short strand fiberglass. Seems to be tough. Get this thread in here. We can come back and dress it up a little bit. Looks like we'll be able to use all of it. Yeah. Get him spread there, and there's a couple different angles. So now they got the stuff on there, we'll go back and catch them angles. Way when we sand it, it'll look like something. I got a little bit on this side. I don't care if it's really perfect, because I don't know, it's a male vehicle. We're not making a show. I don't make show cars anyway. I want to make something you can drive and you can enjoy. And, you know, you make a show car, you end up getting so much money in it, you can't enjoy driving it. We'll just leave that right there. It's already starting to harden. And another cool thing about this fiberglass, if you just let it cure just enough to where it's not soft, you can take your cheese grater or your thick sandpaper and really knock the heavy stuff off in the sand. It'll sand a lot easier if you don't let it fully cure. It's like finding the balance. Like everything in life, you got to find the balance. So anyways, we're gonna call that good. And we're gonna get back over here to put this, we're gonna try out this little welder some more. See if we can put some metal together. Alright guys, I'm gonna see if I can get this piece stuck in there. So of course you're gonna get another song. Anyways, that's why I'm here, to do stuff and provide you great original music from unsigned artists from around the world.
Let's take a trip back in time when we lived a different life and everything was easier. First kiss in the backseat with Missy, smoking cigarettes in the woods so discreetly. Where did all that time go? It feels like yesterday. Do you remember when we were young? You didn't worry when the world would end until the streetlights came on.
Alright, we got this piece stuck in there. I still got a few holes. Gonna have to fill in this stuff. I mean, this thing is just, you know, well, this sheet metal is just, oh my god, it's paper thin even when it's not rotten. So we got that piece. This is gonna sit in here like that. I got that about, well, I guess that's actually pretty good. Look at him. Get this baby knocked over here where we can get this fitting a little bit better. A couple taps. Just want to try to get. Now, must be a wasp nest in here. Oh, he's crawling on me, guys. He's crawling on me. He made a mistake and he crawled on me. I actually killed one earlier today. It was crawling on my neck. Oh, yeah. We'll get that guy. I think that'll be just fine. And on top of that, taking
Just a stitch in time. Do you remember when we were young? You didn't worry when the world would end until the streetlights came on.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, this is terrible. We're using this stuff, but you know, it's better than what we got. I'm gonna go ahead and pull a little bit out of this. Take that down a little bit. Alright guys, we got these pieces put in there. They're not the cleanest, but they're in there. They're not going anywhere. You know, that's all we want. Get that cleaned up. I'm going to put another little piece of metal in there. But that's going to be the end of this video. I don't know how long it's going to be. But, yeah, you know, I do these things in bits and pieces, and things end up being over an hour. But I hope I'm going to put some music in there, and I sure appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you. And remember, most of all, you matter.